My mom stared at me across the dinner table and declared, "You'll never measure up to your sister." The room fell silent as everyone stopped eating. My dad gave a subtle nod of agreement. My sister smirked. But I stood up and said something that made the entire room freeze in stunned silence. "I'm Maya, 28 years old, and I've spent my life as the overlooked daughter, the one who was always second best, working 2 jobs just to stay afloat while my parents lavished my sister Emma with praise, money, and opportunities I could only dream of. I worked grueling nights as an ICU nurse, saving lives, and spent my weekends tutoring kids to chip away at student loans that seemed to multiply every month. I never complained, never asked for a handout. I just watched as Emma got everything served to her on a silver platter. If you've ever felt invisible in your own family while someone else gets all the glory, hit that subscribe button right now and let me know where you're watching from. I read every comment because I know how it feels to be crushed by being constantly ignored. It all began 3 months ago at what should have been a regular family dinner. But this one was different. It was a celebration of Emma's big news. She just landed a marketing gig at a flashy startup, and my parents turned it into a grand event. The dining room was filled with the aroma of roasted chicken and pricey wine. Mom had gone all out cooking Emma's favorite meal from scratch. The table was decked out with flowers, fine china, and candles glowing like it was a special occasion. I walked in straight from a 12-hour shift at the hospital, still in my scrubs, exhaustion dragging at my every step. "Maya, you're late," Mom said, barely glancing my way. Her eyes were fixed on Emma, who was chatting about her new office and the free kombucha in the break room. I slid into the only empty seat, the one with the wobbly leg nobody else wanted. Emma was radiant, her hair perfectly styled, wearing a dress that probably cost more than my weekly paycheck. Dad hung on her every word like she was unveiling world-changing news. "And my boss says I've got serious potential for the creative director role," Emma went on, swirling her wine glass. "He thinks I could be leading campaigns in 6 months." "That's amazing, sweetheart," Dad beamed. "This company really knows how to spot talent." I tried to join the conversation. "Speaking of work, I got recognized today for saving a patient in cardiac arrest. The doctor said my quick thinking saved their life." Mom barely looked at me. "That's nice, dear," she said before turning back to Emma. "Tell us more about the office vibe. It sounds so exciting." Dad leaned in, completely ignoring my comment. "Emma's really going places with this company. They've got real growth opportunities, not like those dead-end healthcare jobs." That's when it happened. The moment that changed everything. Mom fixed me with a cold, familiar sneer and said, "Maya, you'll never measure up to your sister. Emma's got ambition. She's got drive. She's going somewhere in life." The words hit like a punch, but what stung more was Emma's reaction. She didn't defend me. She didn't even flinch. She just smiled and sipped her wine like Mom had commented on the weather. As I stared at my half-eaten plate, something snapped inside me. I'd been covering my parents' mortgage for 6 months, $2,800 a month straight from my account, while they handed Emma a $5,000 check to celebrate a job that paid less than I earned in a month.
I can't tell you the full story in this short video. If you want to see the full story, the link is given below. Click on it to watch the full story.